Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are you there? Are you there? My apologies for this delay. I have been actually trying on another one which was scheduled yesterday, and something went wrong with the streaming. So I had to stop that and get onto another fresh YouTube live. So sorry for this delay. Can I see some people? Yes, I can see somebody. So can you please put in your chat box whoever you are? I know who's watching. And then as we come along, if I can see people who are joining in, will be great. Yeah, okay. So let me start by saying that do you know that there are only 10% people in this world who have goals? 90% people live their lives without a goal, which means they are on a journey and they don't know where they are going. They just go by the flow, they follow people, they follow circumstances, and that's how they live their lives. Out of the 10% people who may have goals, only 2% have written goals. And ladies and gentlemen, goals which are not written are desires, wishes, fantasies, no dreams, they're not goals. And therefore, if you want to be in the 2% club, and this is a phrase from Brian Tracy, and this is what he says. But before I come to that, the very fact that you have tuned in here means that you are in those 10% people who are interested in their goals. And if that be so, I want to ask you a question. Would you like to be in that 2% club? And if you want to be in the 2% club, follow me every day at 5 o'clock. Now, today I'm here at 4 o'clock because 5 o'clock I'm going live on SRMMUN, which is something of United Nations, MUN. Okay, so I am going to be representing the Indian Army, and we are three panelists from the Army talking about the Army Day. And if you are keen on that, please join us on SRM. SRMMUN, that's the handle on most platforms. Okay, so coming back to joining the 2% club. If you want to be in the 2% club, join me every day at 5 o'clock on this YouTube live so that we carry on talking different aspects of goals. Now to recapitulate, I'm here on the it's a fourth consecutive day of my goals. We started by saying that let's understand the requirement of making goals. Why do we need to have goals? And then we said that every year we set goals. Every year we set goals and then they don't work and we somehow lose faith in them, or we don't set goals at all, or we give up very soon. Even if you are one of those few people who set goals every year and manage to achieve them as well, from for them also, the point is that this year the goals are not going to be the same as they've been every year. 2021 is a different ball game altogether, and I have talked about it with an analogy in the last two videos, that if you were going on a car journey and you have to prepare for a car journey, you would spend considerable time in planning that journey. But when I talk from my of my journey from 1st January to 31st January, then I don't seem to be spending that time in planning that journey. So the first requirement is, let's look ahead and see where do I want to reach in this 2021. Write down what all will it involve. So where do I want to reach means what do I want to achieve. Second is, what will it involve? And three is, how can I break it down into smaller tasks that I achieve on the way, right? So obviously, if I have to go from here to Delhi in a car journey, I would say first halt would be where. So I'm talking about that first halt means first checkpoint to see am I on in my direction right or wrong. Okay, so checkpoint, let's call it. That would be a better term. Yesterday, I talked about map reading. I spoke about a little example of elementary map reading as to how you achieve your direction. And I also talked about the importance of direction. Now, today, let's go a little further, and I'm going to be talking on a certain aspect of the person that you are who wants to achieve that goal. So, this entire story of goal setting is not on goal setting, it is called that, but I talk about goal management because you first set your goals and then you set processes around it, build your self discipline and your habits around it, and then you achieve them. This entire thing is called goal management, right? And I'm looking at goal management and not at goal setting. Goal management in 2021 is a different ballgame. Why do I say that? 2020 and 2021 are two twin years that have never seen their parallel in our lifetime before. Maybe we'll never see them again. 2020 brought with it a lot of challenges. Most of us had some challenge or the other, whether it was a finance related or a profession related or a relationship related or an emotional related or a health related challenge. But we all had our share of challenges. Some people struggled to survive, some people revived, and some people thrived. Now, why is it so different? Our attitudes, our preparation, and our willingness to change with the times. Adaptability. Adaptability has been probably the key point in 2020. And 2020 has left us with a lot and lot of lessons, lots of lessons. And this is the time now to apply those lessons in our life. Okay. So today I'm going to be talking about the person. So in the journey of the car, we are talking about the car. Okay. The car. The car and the driver. Now, okay. So these two things are related to what I'm going to do. The car is me. The car is this device. Is it capable of taking me on that journey? Is it physically fit? Is it mentally fit? Is it equipped? Is it equipped with all the modifications I need for this particular journey? If I'm going to Rohtang Pass and I'm going to be going into hills, then is my 4x4 gear working? Are my wipers, my horn, my fog lights working, which were not as necessary in the plains? Am I equipped to do what I wanted to do? So when I put all these things together, I say the person who needs to do it. But more important than the car is the driver. I can have a beautiful car, but if the driver doesn't know how to drive it, nothing will happen. Now, when I set my goals, it is not about learning tools and technologies and applying them. It's not a mechanical formula. The whole idea is about being the person or becoming the person or acquiring that drive, acquiring that spirit. Am I the person who wants to, who's got that deep emotional connect with my goals and I want to achieve them? That's what we are talking about. So I want to leave you with a message that before you get down to setting goals, see that firstly you are determined. It is not a routine, it is not a tick in the box that I have done goal setting. No, it is about emotionally feeling and visualizing the pleasure of achieving that goal. When you reach there, what would your emotion be like? What are you looking at? That is what we are really going to focus on. So visualization of the sense of achievement of that goal. And this power of visualization and acquiring that type of passion. I always talk about moving from a comfort zone to a discomfort zone. They say that success does not lie in the comfort zone, it lies outside the comfort zone. And in my book, Design Your Life, I have called comfort zone as the decay zone. That's the place you're going to decay. That's not the place you're going to flourish. That's not the place you're going to bloom. Every human being 100% every human being was born lazy. All of us love to be in that comfortable position. But there's something that pulls you out from that comfort zone and takes you to that discomfort zone. And that force that pulls you out is called passion. It's called the drive, the junoon, the jazba, जो आपको खींच लेता है वहां से and brings you to this discomfort zone. So now when we come to the discomfort zone and we do it regularly and regularly, repeat and repeat and repeat, it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. And when it becomes a habit, that discomfort zone no longer is a discomfort zone, it becomes a comfort zone. And from there, you probably pick up another goal and move towards that. And that is how you move out from your comfort zone to the discomfort zone. That is where success is going to be. Now you can imagine, and let me take you back to 1964 when I was doing a course at the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. We were to do an exercise to a place called Sandatpur, which was we had to walk. It was going about 30, 40 kilometers. And we had to do it in 2 days. Now you went down into the valley, and then there was a river to cross, and then you climbed up. And when you climbed up quite a lot, now you were almost at level with the level from where you started climbing down, where the HMI is located. And from there we could see the HMI. And it was looking at that HMI, and you could see that journey down, and then you saw crossing the river and climbing up. So when you were standing there for a 10 minutes break, having a glass of water and looking at it, was such a sense of achievement. It was such a sense of pleasure when you imagine, oh my God, I have done this journey. And then you look up and you really can't see your goal very clearly because you're on the same hill and you want to reach the summit. You don't know, but you know that it is there. It's uncertain, it is invisible, but still you know it is there. Okay? And now the eagerness to do the rest of the journey becomes even better. And now when you start walking, you walk with more vigor because you start looking at how will that place look like. And when you reach there in the evening, you were looking down at Darjeeling. HMI was down there. So when you reach there and look down, you feel wonderful. Boys and girls, this year end, on 31st December, when you will look back at 1st January and say, that's the journey I've covered, that is the pleasure you will get, which I want to talk about. So let us find out that particular thing, which, if achieved, would give you that tremendous satisfaction. Let us work very strongly on the emotional connect, on something that you really, really want to do. And it's not just one of the things like, many people will say, I want to make a goal. My goal is to lose 20 kgs of weight. And then somewhere you're not able to do it and you're not able to go for your exercise regularly. You're not able to control your diet. What happens ultimately? Okay, it's okay. So even if I don't reduce 20 kgs, so what? It is not compelling enough. Your goal has to be compelling enough. Your goal has to be something that, no, there's no way I can't do it. I have to do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll end here by saying that today's key message was, how will you be the person who wants to achieve the goal? It is not so much about goal setting. It is not so much about goal achieving. It is about becoming that person, driving that, energizing yourself, bringing an emotional connect, making your goals compelling enough so that I will be there. Thank you very much. I'm going to be there every day at 5 o'clock. As I said, today I came at 4 o'clock because of this compulsion, but I'll be here every day at 5 p.m. And I made a mistake yesterday when I said that every Saturday I do a master class called Set It, Get It. And this masterclass is on Zoom from 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Yesterday I made a mistake by saying 3 to 6. No, sorry. Please amend that. And the link for joining this is given in the description below. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow. We will not see each other at 5 o'clock because my masterclass would be on. But see you next time on Sunday. Bye bye. God bless.